Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, Furo here. In today's video I will show you another Hearthstone deck guide. This time we will have a look at a highly aggressive Paladin deck that I found on Reddit a few days ago. Unfortunately I forgot to write down the author, sorry about that, but I still remember his very high win rate of around 75% to achieve the legend rank this season. A look into the decklist will reveal that we are running a massive amount of 1 mana units, but only a single 2 mana card, and this one is the new legendary Prince Keleseth, who is buffing all units in your deck by an additional +1/+1 if you have no other 2-drop in your deck at all. Such a card is empowering the value of small units a lot, so you are trying to float the board with your small fries and overcome your opponent with the sheer power of a small but devastating army. To achieve such a goal you need 2 things: a powerful drawing engine and enough strength on your small units to overcome bigger targets and push high damage into the face. For the extra card draw we are running various tools. First off, the Meanstreet Marshal, who is giving you an extra card when he has more than one attack, a task that can easily be achieved. Furthermore, we are also running Divine Favor, Small Time Recruits and the Cult Master. That is a healthy mix between different alternatives, so you are in general in a very good spot to always have at least some cards in your hand. For the extra power on your units, on the other hand, you will also find a bunch of choices for that task. Blessing of Kings, Defender of Argus or the Spike-Witched Steed are great ways to get some extra damage on the board, while also creating better defensive opportunities for yourself. Additionally, you are also running the Railing Blade, which will empower all Divine Shield units for you, and of course the Sunkeeper Tarim, who is an excellent choice if your board is filled with a lot of smaller units already. As a finisher, Leeroy Jenkins is never a bad choice, so that's also even more burst than for you. So far the deck for myself is fast enough to beat most ladder decks. One of the worst matchups is surely Shaman, that will normally just crush you with Devolves, Maelstrom Portals, Lightning Storms and so on and so on. Nonetheless, I was easily going from rank 7 to 5 with the deck in no time, and I can definitely see the Aggro Paladin good for some surprises in the next meta snapshot. And I think, personally, you should give it a try as well. Maybe the games that I will show you now will convince you even further, so keep watching. Alright guys, so let's start our episode against the Warrior. Have a very good starting hand. So Railing Blade, we have double Divine Shield units, which would then, the Railing Blade would buff those of course. We have the Southsea Deckhand, which is working pretty good if you have a weapon, so that's also then spawning patches out of the board. So I think we are just keeping the hand here. Warrior might just be then some sort of Pirate Warrior. Maybe it's a new Control Warrior, but I have not seen too many of those on the ladder, to be honest. Normally we can just expect, there you go, we can just expect to see some pirate action. And the Divine Shield units are working pretty good against that, which then just means that we are potentially not getting the effect from the Railing Blade, but well, that's okay. Starting them with double Divines. Then we can easily trade here into those two, even if he's dropping a weapon, he's still losing those 2 units. And he can of course not push too much damage then. 4x. Still means he's only pushing 2 points and he's losing the unit there. Kind of think that we are a Meanstreet Marshal. So we are going then Selfless Hero, Meanstreet Marshal. Or if we want to keep the Divine Shield, we can go Southsea Deckhand here instead. So then Southsea Deckhand, Selfless Hero, we're getting patches, we're killing his Southsea Deckhand. If we really want to keep the Divine Shield, that is a question. Then we're getting the buff next turn, so that might help us. But we would lose patches, of course. Still, I think that's better. We're losing patches then. I kind of want to have the buff here on the Divine Shield unit. The one on the face. It's just the weapon now in his hand. And I do not think that he's just going face here with the weapon. But maybe he is, you never know. Alright, you're killing the Southsea Deckhand with the weapon. First mate gives him another weapon. So we are then using the Railing Blade, of course, which is buffing this one. We are then killing the 5/3. We are killing his 1. We are going for the face for 2. So we still have a nice little board here. He's just sitting there with a Rusty Hook. Not too dangerous, let's face it. Next time we can play Blessing of Kings. We can just drop a Meanstreet Marshal if you can find something else to play. Because if we buff the Meanstreet Marshal here, we are also drawing a card. So it depends a bit on how strong his board is now getting. If he's just dropping Let's see. Froling Berserker, maybe. We can just use the Blessing of Kings to kill this one without a problem. Plus, this here is getting a Divine Shield, and now not anymore. Just killing both units. On the other hand, that means he's also not pushing damage in our face, which is not too bad. Divine, oh well. So the thing is, we are probably not getting any chance to play the Divine. If we play that now, we're drawing one card, which might be the best we can get, but still don't want to invest that right now. Let's just go for Silver and Recruit. Ending the turn. Next then, Blessing of Kings on the Meanstreet Marshal. At least that's our plan. He might use the Rusty Hook to take care of a Silver and Recruit. If he is killing the Meanstreet Marshal now with a charge unit, so maybe he's going for the Cochrane Elite, then of course we're not drawing an additional card. But we can still kill the Cochrane Elite, that's not a problem. But we would just lose the Blessing of Kings here because we cannot play it then. Oh, he's going for the Reaper, that's kinda okay. Blood Knight. So, Blood Knight. Oh, you know what? We are just going for more stuff on the board. That should be better. So he's just pushing with the Reaper now in the face. And I kinda look to get another Protector here, get a Steed or something. Bloodcell Cultist. We have another one. He has 2 Bloodcell Cultists. That's a lot. So now he has 18 damage from the Reapers. He's down to 1 card. And there's a Steed. That was a card we wanted to see here in this situation, so we can just buff the Meanstreet Marshal, for example. Or we are buffing the Blood Knight. Let's see. So we definitely need to kill these 2 Bloodcell Cultists. If we're just buffing Blood Knight, we're getting a 5 and 9. Still killing that, of course, with a Reaper and 2. So with that we could draw another card. We would then still lose a Blood Knight, for example. Isn't that? Yeah, we're going for this one. It's a bit bigger. We're then killing the 3-4 here with the weapon. Yeah, keeping the Meanstreet Marshal. He's then using the Reaper to take down the Blood Knight. We are spawning at 2-6, which we are then buffing with the Blessing of Kings. So we then have a 4-6-10 on the board. Rosing. Yeah, this one is getting crushed. But then maybe it's better to buff the Meanstreet Marshal. Let's see. Railing Blade. So he can... Yeah, I can still not kill this one. Too much life. Railing Blade for the face. So he's down to 14. He's using the Reaper now to hit the Stegodon, which is giving him another 6 points of damage. And the Stegodon is still alive then. So he would need another card, or he would need a buff on his weapon. Dread Corsair, coming for free. He is using the Reaper to hit the Stegodon, taking 6 points of damage. Oh, he has a Heroic Strike. He's still taking that 6 points, but now the Stegodon is down. He is out of cards. We also just have the Divine here in our hand, which is not really good. Cultmaster is good on the other hand. Okay, so kill the Dread. We are going Cultmaster, another unit, 1 in the face. We are sitting at 10, he's sitting at 9. We can currently push 6, so that would take 1 more turn. But also if he's dropping a unit, we should be able to draw more cards through the Cultmaster. And if he's not dropping a unit, then we probably just have 1. And if he has now, for example, Leeroy Jenkins, he cannot kill us. We would get more stuff on the board. We can kill the Leeroy, we are drawing cards. So we cannot just hit the face. It is the Naga Corsair. Okay, we can just kill with Cultmaster, but I think we also want some cards. Stonehill Defender, that is so good if we now get... Oh boy, if we get the Sunkeeper. We get a Lich King. Well, not really interested in the Lich King. We will go for the Fan Creeper then. Which is just stronger. We are just going for the face here. And with that, the game is probably just decided. He cannot attack us. If he is killing a unit, we are drawing a card. And he's sitting at 5 life. So 7 if you count the armor up as well. Ah, even got the charge unit from the top. Selfless Hero. The game is decided. And there's a concede. game 2, and we have a druid, so hopefully he's not running too many Breeding Plagues. Breeding Plagues is one card that is so dangerous for us. Truesilver Champion, Squire. Oh, I guess we're just keeping the Protector and dropping the other two. Kinda want to see a Prince here. Not happening. So starting them with the Protector anyway. Probably keeping... Oh, what are you doing? Already the... Oh, wait a second. The Fledgling. Oh boy. Please. Please. So we are then... Let's see. He is going for the Shapeshift. We are forced to use the coin into the Meanstreet Marshal. Then we can use the Veteran on the Meanstreet Marshal. And then killing the Fledgling. If he's using Shapeshift and Fledgling to hit the Protector. Then we can kill the Fledgling, and we are still drawing one card through the Meanstreet Marshal here. Yeah, exactly what's happening. Let's see, if he's playing Fledglings, should be an aggressive token deck, isn't it?
Speak your piece.
Oh, Squire, perfect. From the top comes the Squire that we can play. Let's see what he's doing. Rip Lord, which is a 1/6 right now, but whenever he is summoning another unit, he's getting +1 health. Got the Raining Blade from the top, which is pretty good, so we can kill this one. We are still losing one unit, but well, doesn't matter too much. Board is getting cleared again. And he's definitely playing some taunts, he is playing some token stuff, so Mark of the Wild and so. Mark of the Lotus, not Mark of the Wild, that's a different card. Power of the Wild gives him one unit, which is getting crushed by the weapon. We're using the Blessing of Kings as well to buff our Squire. And Protector. Yeah, still buffing the Squire. This one's down, 6 in his face. So he's then also running Breeding Plagues. And if we have too many units on the board, too many small units, this Breeding Plague is really powerful. Well, Living Mana is also powerful. Squire, so Protector, Squire. If we use Divine, we are drawing 2 cards. If we use Silver Antiquote, we are not getting any, or not too much value. I think we're just going for the Divine. Stonehill Defender and the Southsea Deckhand. Okay, fine. We're just pushing the 6 in his face. He's down to 19. He then is at least running 2 times into Protector. He cannot use a Shapeshift. He's down to 1. My, he has a Bloodsail Cross. Okay, that is mean. With that he can just clear the Protector. But it looks like he's killing our Squire. He's afraid of that. Still a bit of damage in the face. We will then go for the Steed. With a 3/7. Gonna crush the... Are we killing this one? No, we're just going face. Let's just go. So he's down to 16. These units are all dying to the Squire. And a Direwolf Alpha. Okay. It's helping him. But still, everything is going down. Take another 3 points of damage. He's down to 14. Oh, he's not even interesting. And there's a Prince. Yay! Good times ahead. Prince is so wonderful. So now every unit in our deck is getting buffed, which is helping us tremendously. We are dropping a Stonehill Defender. Getting... that's not too great. Probably going for the Dread Corsair, which we could play for free more or less. We are killing the Direwolf Alpha, and I think we are then also just... Man, so Breeding Plague is a real problem. If we just go for 1 Silver and Recruit here, for example, then he is getting another Breeding Plague. And a 1/1 is definitely not as good as a 1/5, so just cross the fingers that he's not dropping that. That can hurt us so much, because he can get rid of the Mana Trint, then he's just dropping 3 Breeding units. Direwolf Alpha, another one. Firefly, oh, okay, fine. I mean, that's a lot of stuff, but this one is dying anyway. Spellbreaker. So we could use a Spellbreaker here on this one. Do we need to? Maybe we can also just trade. That's another possibility. So Dread Corsair, Selfless Hero. Southsea would spawn a Patches. So a unit that can instantly attack. Probably doing that. So there is patches, 2-2. We are clearing then the direwolf. We are also killing the 2-1 here. I think we're keeping the unit count a bit low, so let's just trade into everything besides the 1-1. And again, Spreading Plague is the best card for him. Because then he's spawning 5 more units on the board, which are all not very strong alone, but they are huge wall that are denying the damage. Going for Savage Roar, which is not very strong, let's face it. Enchanted Raven, looks like he's losing the game. The ongoing power now from the Prince is quite a lot. There's a Raining Blade. He's currently sitting at 16, we have then 7, we have 8, 10, 13 damage. So not quite enough, but we are nearly there. And I think we're just going now for Divine. I should have used it first, right? Yeah, that would have a little buff. Anyway, he's down to 5 and he should lose the game. We missed 1 point here because I should have played the Railing Blade after losing the Selfless Hero. But there's a concede anyway, so we are winning.